Om Aganda Timarandasya Ganajana Shivakaya Chakshur Umrisamyena Tajma Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him.
Krishna Kirtana Bhanana Tanapano.
Hare Krishna. Welcome back to this video series on the Bhagavad Gita as it is, translated by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. We are currently on chapter 11, the universal form. In this chapter, Arjuna requests Krishna to reveal that all-pervading universal form that supports the universe. Krishna proves himself as the Supreme Lord, and he establishes the criteria that anyone who claims to be God must also show a universal form. Krishna reveals to Arjuna his wondrous, effulgent, all-expansive form. Krishna first shows his four-armed form before again returning to his original two-armed form. Krishna then states that this two-armed form can only be seen by pure devotees, and such pure devotees working for Krishna, free from desire for fruitive activities, making Krishna the supreme goal of their lives, certainly come to him. Text number 1. Arjuna said, I have heard your instructions on confidential spiritual matters, which you have so kindly delivered unto me, and my illusion is now dispelled. O lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity as realized through your inexhaustible glories. O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see here before me your actual position, I yet wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. If you think that I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that universal self. The Blessed Lord said, My dear Arjuna, O son of Pritha, behold now my opulence, hundreds of thousands of very divine forms, multicolored like the sea. O best of the Bharats, see here the different manifestations of Adityas, Rudras, and all the demigods. Behold the many things which no one has ever seen or heard before. Whatever you wish to see can be seen all at once in this body. This universal form can show you all that you now desire, as well as whatever you may desire in the future. Everything is here completely, but you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes by which you can behold my mystic opulence. Sanjaya said, O king, speaking thus, the Supreme, the Lord of all mystic power, the personality of Godhead, displayed his universal form to Arjuna. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouths and unlimited eyes. It was all wondrous. The form was decorated with divine, dazzling ornaments and arrayed in many garbs. He was garlanded gloriously, and there were many scents smeared over his body. All was magnificent. If hundreds of thousands of suns rose up at once into the sky, they might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna began to pray with folded hands, offering obeisances to the Supreme Lord. Arjuna said, My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled together in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahman sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and many sages and divine serpents. O Lord of the universe, I see in your universal body many, many forms, bellies, mouths, eyes, expanded without limit. There is no end. There is no beginning. There is no middle to all of this. Your form, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs, is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence, which is fiery and immeasurable like the sun. You are the supreme primal objective. You are the best in all the universes. You are inexhaustible, and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of religion and the eternal personality of Godhead. You are the origin without beginning, middle, or end. You have numberless arms, and the sun and moon are among your great unlimited eyes. By your own radiance, you are heating the entire universe. This chapter begins with Arjuna's declaration that after hearing Krishna's confidential instructions in the previous several chapters, he has now been freed from illusion. This indicates that he has now fully accepted Krishna as the absolute truth and the source of everything, and not as a mere human being. Srila Prabhupada offers Arjuna's reasons in his purports to texts 1 and 3. Arjuna is very enlightened and is glad that he has such a great friend as Krishna. But now he is thinking that although he may accept Krishna as the source of everything, others may not. So in order to establish Krishna's divinity for all, he is requesting Krishna in this chapter to show his universal form. Arjuna wants to see the universal form to set a standard, for in the future there will be so many impostors who would pose themselves as incarnations of God. The people, therefore, should be careful. One who claims to be Krishna should be prepared to show his universal form to confirm his claim to the people. Now, the word Yogeshwar, master of all mystic power, is used by Arjuna to indicate that he believes Krishna, by his mystic power, can enable him to see the universal form. The word Yogeshwara is also very significant here because the Lord has inconceivable power. If he likes, he can reveal himself by his grace, although he is unlimited. Therefore, Arjuna pleads for the inconceivable grace of Krishna. He does not give Krishna orders. Krishna is not obliged to reveal himself unless one surrenders fully in Krishna consciousness and engages in devotional service. Krishna uses the word divyam to describe the divine eyes or vision he will award Arjuna to enable him to see his universal form. Srila Prabhupada further explains this in his purport to Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd Canto, Chapter 1, Text 24. A pure devotee of the Lord, being unaccustomed to looking into such a mundane, gigantic form of the Lord, requires special vision for the purpose. The Lord therefore favored Arjuna with special vision for looking into his Virat Rupa, which is described in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Sanjaya is also empowered to see the universal form. The entire conversation between Krishna and Arjuna is being relayed through him to Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya next describes Arjuna's vision. Text number 20. Although you are one, you are spread throughout the sky and the planets and all the space between. O Great One, as I behold this terrible form, I see that all the planetary systems are perplexed. All the demigods are surrendering and entering into you. They are very much afraid, and with folded hands they are singing the Vedic hymns. The different manifestations of Lord Shiva, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Sadyas, the Vedabase, the two Ashvinis, the Marats, the forefathers, and the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, Asuras, and all perfected demigods are beholding you in wonder. O mighty armed one, all the planets with their demigods are disturbed at seeing your many faces, eyes, arms, bellies, and legs, and your terrible teeth, and as they are disturbed, so am I. O all-pervading Vishnu, I can no longer maintain equilibrium. Seeing your radiant colors fill the skies, and beholding your eyes and mouths, I am afraid. O Lord of Lords, O refuge of the world, please be gracious to me. I cannot keep my balance, seeing thus your blazing death-like faces and awful teeth. In all directions I am bewildered. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings, and Bhishma, Drona, and Karna, and all our soldiers are rushing into your mouths, their heads smashed by your fearful teeth. As the rivers flow into the sea, so all these great warriors enter your blazing mouths and perish. I see all people rushing with full speed into your mouths as moths dash into a blazing fire. O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people in your flaming mouths and covering the universe with your immeasurable rays, scorching the worlds. O Lord of Lords, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. I do not know what your mission is, and I desire to hear it. The Blessed Lord said, Time I am, destroyer of the worlds, and I have come to engage all people, with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. Therefore get up and prepare to fight. After conquering your enemies, you will enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you can be but an instrument in the fight. The Blessed Lord said, All the great warriors, Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, are already destroyed. Simply fight, and you will vanquish your enemies. Arjuna is not only able to see the wondrous, brilliant, and the all-expanding universal form of the Lord, but also smell the many divine scents of the Lord. He is also able to hear things like the great sages singing Vedic hymns. The universal form is wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, and all-expanding. Sanjaya uses a metaphor to compare the effulgence of the Supreme Lord to something unimaginable, the simultaneous rising of hundreds and thousands of suns. As Srila Prabhupada's purport in this verse explains, Srila Bhagavad Gita explains that Arjuna, in astonishment, now sees the universal form. Astonishment or wonder is one of the secondary rasas, impelled by Krishna's universal form. Arjuna now relishes this rasa. Text 32 is a famous verse spoken by Robert Oppenheimer when the atomic bomb was first ignited. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Time I am, the great destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to destroy all people, with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. What is Krishna's all-destructive form? Kalarupa, time. What is the mission of the Kalarupa? Destruction of all the soldiers except the Pandavas. Srila Prabhupada writes, the Lord is saying that even if Arjuna did not fight, every one of them would be destroyed, for that was his plan. If Arjuna stopped fighting, they would die in another way. Death could not be checked, even if he did not fight. In fact, they were already dead. Arjuna cannot save anyone's life by not fighting, but he has the choice whether or not to participate in the battle. Krishna, however, wants Arjuna to perform his duty. Even though the opposition is already dead, he wishes Arjuna to fight as his instrument. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text 6, Arjuna expressed his uncertainty as to who will win the battle. Here Krishna says, Jeta Asi, you will conquer. To certify that Arjuna will be victorious, Krishna also adds Jayadartha's name to the three warriors already mentioned in text 26. Although he is not as powerful as the others, Jayadratha was given a boon by Lord Shiva to be able to stop the Pandavas one time. Because Arjuna knows this, he is concerned about Jayadratha. Krishna assures Arjuna that his concern is unwarranted. Next, Sanjaya introduces a change of speakers. Text 35. Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, O king, after hearing these words from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arjuna trembled, fearfully offered obeisances with folded hands, and began falteringly to speak as follows. O Rishikesh, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you the respected homage, and the demons are afraid, and they flee here and there, all this is rightly done. O great one who stands above even Brahma, you are the original master. Why should they not offer their homage to you? O limitless one, O refuge of the universe, you are the invincible source, the cause of all causes, transcendental to this material world. You are the original personality, the Godhead. You are the only sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You know everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are above the material modes. O limitless form, this whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. You are the air, fire, water, and you are the moon. You are the supreme controller and the grandfather. Thus I offer my respectful obeisances unto you 1,000 times, and again, and yet again. Obeisances from the front, from behind, and from all sides. Unbounded power. You are the master of limitless might. You are all-pervading, and thus you are everything. I have in the past addressed you as, O Krishna, O Yadava, O my friend, without knowing your glories. Please forgive me whatever I may have done, in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times while relaxing, or while lying on the same bed, or eating together, sometimes alone, and sometimes in front of many friends. Please excuse me for all my offenses. You are the Father of this complete cosmic manifestation, the worshipful chief, the spiritual master. No one is equal to you, nor can anyone be one with you. Within the three worlds, you are immeasurable. You are the Supreme Lord, to be worshipped by every living being. Thus I fall down to offer you my respects and ask your mercy. Please tolerate the wrongs that I may have done to you, and bear with me as a father with his son, or as a friend with his friend, or a lover with his beloved. After seeing the universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of the Lords, O abode of the universe. O universal Lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form, with a helmeted head, with club, wheel, conch, lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form. The blessed Lord said, My dear Arjuna, happily do I show you this universal form within the material world by my internal potency. No one before you has seen this unlimited and glaring effulgent form. O best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you has ever seen this universal form of mine. For neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charities or similar activities can this form be seen. Only you have seen this. Your mind has been perturbed upon seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be finished. My devotee, be free from all disturbances. With a peaceful mind, you can now see the form you desire. Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, while speaking thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-armed form, and at last he showed him his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, Seeing this human-like form, so very beautiful, my mind is now pacified, and I am restored to my original nature. The blessed Lord said, My dear Arjuna, the form which you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form, which is so dear. The form which you are seeking with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding. My dear Arjuna, one who engages in my pure devotional service, free from the contaminations of previous activities and from mental speculation, who is friendly to every living entity, certainly comes to me. Ending this chapter, Krishna gives Arjuna 5 powerful instructions on how to render pure devotional service. By executing these 5 instructions, a devotee can be carried to the Lord. Srila Prabhupada discusses each instruction in his purport. First one, bhakti must be performed purely, madhyakta. The devotee must be fully engaged in the 9 processes of devotional service. The only goal is Krishna's service, with no desire for attainments in this world. 2. Bhakti must be freed from karma and jnana. A devotee should not associate with persons who are against Krishna, and he should not become attracted to anything but pure devotion. A devotee, at the same time, should not be envious of those who are inimical, because the karma of such a person is awarded him that mentality. Devotees should remain disentangled from such a person's karma. 3. The work of bhaktas must be for Krishna. A devotee should use his energy fully in Krishna's service while remaining detached from the fruits of his work. 4. Krishna must be the goal of life. The devotee should remain unattached to both heavenly and impersonal designations. And finally, the devotee must be friendly to all. He must compassionately desire to give Krishna consciousness to others. In chapter 7, Krishna described himself as the Supreme Lord and said that we can see everything in this world as an expansion of 2 of his energies. In chapter 9, Krishna again explained that everything comes from him and should be seen in relationship to him. Krishna concluded chapter 9 by saying that everyone, regardless of birth, should worship him with devotion. In chapter 10, Krishna explained his opulence and said, Aham sarvasya pavabo vata sarvam pavartate. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. At the end of chapter 10, Krishna stated, Ekam sena stito jagat. With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. After explaining this confidential knowledge to Arjuna, Krishna proved his words by displaying his universal form before Arjuna. That ends this episode. Thank you for watching. Hope you return when we will discuss chapter 12 entitled Devotional Service. Hare Krishna.
Bande Rupa Sanatana Raghujaga Sri Jiva Gopalakum Krishna Kirtana Ganana Tana Param Primam Tambani Vira Dhira Jana Priya Kana Nima Sajam Pujito Krishna Kirtana Gana